Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. On the Bitcoin chart, we are not yet seeing any sustained breakouts to the upside. Bitcoin has so far left us without any clear signal that a low is in place here. We had a nice reaction again to that orange support region. However, Bitcoin again has not rallied in 5 waves yesterday. So it leaves us without clear confirmation that a low is in place. So downside pressure remains, or at least the uncertainty remains high. Basically, we had yesterday some fluctuations, short-term fluctuations, which are not a surprise during a day like that, where we had interest rate decisions and the inflation data. So yeah, what is going on? Bitcoin is basically at the same price like yesterday before we had this rally here, but the rally failed to form 5 waves. When the market tried to break out of this trend channel to the upside, I gave you a micro support area that the price would need to hold to give us further evidence that a breakout is sustainable. But so far, this has not happened. And yeah, basically it broke down again, broke below micro support, and we're back in our old routine here of the basically of this B wave pullback potentially in this upper micro support area. So in this video, I want to share with you the relevant parameters that are really important for today. We take a look at the next possible price movements, but at the moment we're just still caught in an overall choppy sideways range. Looking at the bigger picture, if we zoom out a little bit, the thesis is unchanged. We could indeed be in this white wave count in which a fourth wave bottomed on the 1st of May. Fourth wave bottomed on the 1st of May in our main support zone that hasn't changed in 3 months. So that's very, very stable. And we are now moving up in this ending diagonal pattern to the upside, in which we have a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3 is now unfolding as an ABC because we're in a diagonal. Then there could be a 4th wave and a 5th wave. And that could take us to around about 85, 86K. The next milestone target is around 76 to 78K, but would require the market to turn to the upside here, or that will change. And this is the thesis at the moment, and this is valid as long as the 62,540 level is holding, which is the lower boundary line of the upper micro support area. And within this scenario, we have the white count and the blue count. We're going to take a look at them in a minute. Alternatively, if we see a break below 62,540, which is one of the key parameters, not only for today, but probably for this week, we are likely going to head down in the yellow count for a reset of this wave 4, which presumably bottomed on the 1st of May. So we might test that area again, around 55.5 to maybe 58K. So it would just mean that most likely this wave 4 is resetting and never finished. But this is only the alternative. And what we are watching for is here a break below 62,540 to confirm that. So I would say now we are going to zoom in, take a look at the 30-minute chart, and take a look at the scenario in which wave 4 already bottomed on the 1st of May. And we're trying to explore what's going on here. So in the white count, which is still valid but highly speculative because of yesterday's price action here, the market rallied from this wave 2 low on the 10th of May in a wave A to the upside. We're now in we completed the B wave, the pullback on the 11th of June. Possible as long as we're holding this swing low from the 11th of June, which was formed at $66,050, which is basically the invalidation point, another key level to watch today and this week. That's the invalidation point of the white count as it is. And as long as this level is holding, we could take the perspective that a C wave from here to the upside is starting. Highly speculative from an Elliott Wave point of view, because, I mean, it's likely we get maybe a bit of a bounce here in this area because we've just reached the next fib level again. But the rally was only in 3 waves, so I cannot really take strongly the perspective that the C wave has started. Had the rally been in 5 waves and a 3-wave pullback subsequently, well, we would have a great trade setup. That hasn't happened. Yet. No, in fact, actually, it was a 3-wave rally, and you can see that the market is currently trying to bounce off that fib area down here. but it's all still too weak. So 3 waves up leaves us with, yeah, also the possibility of a blue B wave. And that would be the alternative here in this scenario in which the wave 4 already bottomed on the 1st of May. Yeah? So it's just basically two pathways I see that the market could take here. And I mean, if we look at the white count, another key level, or the last key level for that white count to watch, is a breakout above the Wednesday high. That's the $70,000 level. I mean, if we can get a break above this level at 70K, that would be further confirmation that a third wave rally to the upside is unfolding. That would be wave 3 of C of 3. However, because of the 3-wave rally to the upside, this is at the moment a speculative scenario, and we are just caught in a sideways chop. Just caught in a sideways chop. And what we're watching for is, in the blue count, a lower low in that larger B wave, which in this scenario likely bottomed on the 11th of June. So again, if there is an invalidation of the white count at 66,050, then the blue count is clearly taking control. And the blue count is still directly bullish, but only as long as we're holding that level that I mentioned in the beginning at 62,540, that important support level down here. Yeah? At the moment, we see a bit of a bounce on the chart from that fib level, really weak. But if we break below that 66,050 level, it is very likely that we're going to move down here towards the 100% extension of wave A in blue. I mean, how is the blue count actually positioned or structured? Well, the blue scenario is A wave down, W, X, Y. And in the Y wave, we have an A wave, a B wave that might have topped indeed, and a C wave down. Okay, so in this blue count, we are still watching for a completion of the C wave to the downside. And this would only be invalidated with a confirmation or with a break above yesterday's high. So that again would be a confirmation for the white count, right? So invalidation for blue is confirmation for white. So if the 100% extension points to 64,300, I would pay attention to this area here for a potential bounce. It's also an overlap with the 61.8 retracement at 64,440. So really good area of confluence there if we get there. And that doesn't mean the C wave in blue has to finish there, but it would be ideal. Yeah, and these are the key parameters. Basically what that means is, yeah, I mean, we've now arrived at an area where we could get another bounce here, obviously, previous swing lows, okay? So it's not unlikely that we get a bit of a bounce there. However, be aware that from an Elliott Wave point of view, the rally to the upside in wave C in white is speculative until we get more evidence, especially because the price action, the rally was just in 3 waves. So makes sense that we get a bit of a bounce here maybe in this area. But more upside momentum is needed to really confirm a low in place for this white wave too. And the parameters should all be clear. Essentially, we're still caught in the sideways range, and price action leaves us without a clear confirmation that a low has formed in this white B wave. That's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.